Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, welcome everyone to Harrison Township's reorganization meeting. Oh boy, now I have another senator signing on, Nilsa Cruz Perez, our 5th district representative, who I just hit admit, so she's going to zoom in here in a second. And if we have 3, we're going to go with having her swear you in, Julie. Senator Nilsa.
That would be wonderful. President Sweeney, Senator, anybody swear me in. I would love it.
Cool. Sorry, I just interrupted my opening. Nilsa, I see you. You just signed in. How are you, Senator?
Muted.
Great to see you, Mayor. Great to see everyone. Happy New Year. God bless you all.
Happy New Year. So if you'd like, if it's possible, I'd like you to do us the honor of swearing in Committeewoman De Laurentiis when we bring her up. Is that okay?
Absolutely, will be my honor. Thank you.
Thank you.
Very good. So let's restart. I want to welcome everybody to Harrison Township reorganization meeting for January 4, 2021. Janine, can you do the roll call, please?
Yes. Deputy Mayor Heim. I'm sorry. Committeeman Heim.
Here.
Committeeman Williams.
Here.
Committeeman Wingate.
Here.
Committeeman Manzo.
Here, could you please read the Open Public Meetings Act statement for us?
In compliance with Chapter 231 of the Public Laws of 1975, notice of this meeting was given by way of annual notice to the South Jersey Times and the Courier Post newspaper and posted on the bulletin board of the municipal building on January 3rd, 2020. Notice of change in the medium to an electronic meeting was provided to the South Jersey Times and Courier Post newspapers on September 28, 2020. Meeting agendas may be found on the Township website after 3 p.m. on the preceding Friday. The mayor will offer 2 opportunities for the public to speak and will ask that you state your name and street address before addressing the public to speak. At this time, I would ask all participants to mute themselves. If you're using Zoom on a computer, there's an icon down the bottom of the screen that says mute. You can just click that, you'll be muted. Or if you're using your phone, you can push *6. That will mute and unmute you. Should you have any questions prior to the meeting, you may submit them to the municipal clerk up until 3 p.m. on that Monday.
Thank you. So if everybody would please rise where you stand for a moment of recognition for our troops stationed here and abroad, followed by the flag salute. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Please be seated. I gotta let somebody else in. Okay, we'll move on to our first item on our agenda, which is a happy event where we will swear in Committeewoman Julie De Laurentiis for her 2nd term. And we have on the line with us here our 5th district representative in the Senate, Senator Nilsa Cruz Perez. We're honored to have your presence here, Senator. And if you would do Ms. De Laurentiis the honor, we would be honored. Thank you.
It will be my honor. You have your Bible? Put your hand on the Bible and raise your right hand. I state your
Julie
name.
De Laurentiis,
Do solemnly
do
swear
solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same
that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same
and to the governments established
and to the government established
in the United States
in the United States
and in this state
and in this state,
under the authority of the people,
under the authority of the people,
that I will faithfully, impartially, and justly perform all the duties of the office of state your office
Harrison Township Committee member,
according to the best of my ability,
according to the best of my ability.
so help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Okay, Deneen, new roll call, please.
Committeewoman De Laurentiis,
Here.
Committeeman Heim,
Here.
Committeeman Williams,
Here.
Committeeman Wingate,
Here.
Committeeman Manzo.
Here. Okay, we will now accept nominations for the role of mayor for the coming year. Any
To
motions?
nominate, I'd like to nominate Lou Manzo to remain as
Second.
mayor.
Seconded by Julie. Okay, roll call, please.
Committeewoman De
Everybody-
Laurentiis,
Everybody's got to mute
Yes.
themselves.
Committeeman Heim,
Yes.
Committeeman Williams,
Yes.
Committeeman Wingate,
Yes.
Committeeman Manzo.
Yes. Okay, and before I bring the Senate President in, whoever is not muted, mute yourself because we're hearing your background. I can't drown the Senate President out. Come on. All right, Mr. Sweeney, I'm ready if you are.
I'm always ready, Mayor.
Got my Bible.
Your hand burning?
What's that?
I said, was your hand burning?
Yeah, not yet.
Please repeat after me. I state your name.
I, Louis Manzo,
You solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
I support the Constitution
that I will support the Constitution
of the United States.
of the
Whoever
United
Lori
States.
is, I think the music's coming from her. 1 second. I guess Lori's where the music's coming from.
Yes, Lori. Lori, are you on? Lori. Who's Lori? Can you mute yourself, Lori? All right. Support the Constitution of the United States
And the Constitution
and the Constitution
of the State of New Jersey,
of the State of New Jersey,
that I will bear
and that I will bear
true faith.
time out. Lori. Lori, can you hear us? Who's Lori? Wow. Lori, can you hear us? Oh, wait a minute. Maybe I can mute her. I'm actually looking mute.
I'm calling her, Mr. Mayor.
There
Here we
you
go.
go.
I just did
You got it.
Constitution of the United States and of this state,
Under this state, under the authority of the people,
under the authority of the people,
that I will faithfully,
that I will faithfully,
impartially,
impartially,
and justly
and justly
perform all the duties
perform all the duties
of the office of mayor.
of the office of mayor,
Is it Harrison or Malacca Hill?
still of Harrison Township,
Harrison Township, to the best of my ability,
to the best of my ability.
so help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations, Lou.
Thank you very much, sir. Appreciate it, Mr. Senate President.
That was an interesting one.
Yes, we improvised. Okay, and we'll now come back and we will accept nominations for the role of deputy mayor for the coming year.
I'd like to nominate Deputy Don Heim for deputy mayor.
Second.
Mr. Wingate motions and Ms. De Laurentiis seconds. Roll call, please.
Committeewoman De Laurentiis,
Yes.
Committeeman Heim,
Yes.
Committeeman Williams,
Yes.
Committeeman Wingate,
Yes.
Mayor Manzo.
Yes. And now Assemblyman Bill Moen from the 5th District, if you would do us the honor of swearing in our deputy mayor.
Sure. Committeeman Hyde, can you please place your left hand on the Bible and raise your right hand and repeat after me? I state your name,
I, Donald P. Hine,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the
that I will
United
support the
States
Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of New
and the
Jersey,
Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same
that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same
and to the governments established in the United States
and to the governments established in the United States
and in this state
and in this state,
under the authority of the people,
under the authority of the people,
and that I will faithfully,
and that I will faithfully, impartially,
and
and
justly
justly
perform
perform
the duties of
the duties of the
position
position
of
of
deputy
Deputy
mayor
Mayor,
according to the best of my ability.
according to the best of my ability.
So help me
So
God.
help me God.
Congratulations.
Thank you, sir. It's an honor.
Okay, Deneen, back for one final roll call.
Committeewoman De Laurentiis.
Yes, here.
Deputy Mayor Heim.
Here.
Committeeman Williams.
Here.
Committeeman Wingate.
Here.
Mayor Manzo.
Here. But before we make comments and move on, and we let our, state representatives flee to wherever they have to flee, I'll give the opportunity to Mr. Moen and Senator Nilsa Cruz Perez, and then finally the Senate President to make a comment if you'd like to before you leave. Assemblyman, we want to thank you for coming and appreciate, you swearing in our deputy mayor. Any comments?
Mayor, if it's all right with you, I've learned quite early on, I'd love to defer to the Senate President and my senator in providing remarks first, if that's all right.
There you go. I love that. Senator Nilsa Cruz Perez, our representative in the 5th District. Thank you for coming. We appreciate you being here and appreciate you always.
Thank you so much, Mayor. I just want to wish Mayor and all the people who are present today a happy, healthy, and a prosperous new year to all of you. It's been a pleasure working with you. Senate President, you're going to hear from him, but it has been a challenge in 2020. We're hoping for a very, very good 2021. Senator President promised me that, so I'm counting on him for that. On behalf of the 5th District, you're going to hear from Assemblyman Moen and Assemblyman Spearman. We want to tell you that we are here to work together and to face any challenge that might come this way. So God bless you and thank you for everything. And congratulations to all of you. Julie, it was a pleasure to swear you in.
Great.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Nilsa. And, the powers of the Senate President are, well renowned. However, I don't think I realized that you could actually guarantee that 2021 was going to be so much better, but I'm not going to question that. So Steve,
How hard would it be to be better than what we just went through?
It's a good point. It's a good point. So I just want to preface your comments with saying, obviously the relationship we have with all of our representatives in Trenton is an important one and one we value and one that we benefit from. And Senate President Sweeney, before he kicked us out of the 3rd District, only kidding, was our actual representative beyond just being a good friend. Now he comes here in friendship, and we appreciate your presence and appreciate everything you do for us and for everything, especially in South Jersey. And you get the final word from all of our Trenton representatives tonight. Fire away.
Well, Lou, thank you. Mayor, thank you. First, I want to congratulate Julie. This type of campaign this year was brutal, but you came through, and we're really happy to see that you were successful, Julie, you do a great job. And what I find special with Harrison is there is no partisan politics. They look at what's best for the community. That's why you got my colleagues Nilsa Cruz and Bill Moen on the call. They see everyone pulling together to get things done. And Lou, you guys had a lot of stuff teed up until this pandemic hit. We're going to start coming out of it, and it is going to get better. It is going to get better. Vaccines are finally starting to flow. A little slow start, but they'll get there. So it's just, look, we're looking forward to a great 2021. We sure as hell need it after 2020. So again, to everyone on the call, I just wish you a safe, healthy, happy 21. And Lou, we got to get some more things done in Harrison. Look forward to it. I'm an honorary Harrison guy. I got my road behind me.
Yes, you do. Forever. Thank you so much. And again, I thank all of you for coming tonight. We appreciate your representation and your friendship. So feel free to bow out now, and whenever you like, we'll hang around. It's up to you. I know you have other places to go, but thank you for coming. Appreciate it. We'll see you soon. Okay, we move on to comments from Township Committee, and we'll start with a comment from Committeeman Wingate. If you'd like to say anything, sir, now the floor is yours.
Absolutely. Thank you, Mayor. So if you would have asked me this time last year, where you think your first year would have been like, I certainly wouldn't have told you it would be where we are right now on a Zoom call. Over the weekend, I've taken the time to kind of recap the year. And, one word that keeps coming to mind describing the way that Harrison Township from top to bottom dealt with 2020 is resilient. For instance, when the shutdown was first declared, and individuals, needed masks to go out in public, within 48 hours, we had masks donated by local businesses, a huge plan that, developed at PVS, thank you to our police department, to hand out to all the residents. But not only that, but, volunteers that would step up to the plate and say, what can we help? What can we do to help? But didn't stop there. When elderlies needed our assistance, I was fortunate enough to work with Committeewoman De Laurentiis and the emergency management group to get the volunteers to, call each house, see what was needed, ask if there was any support. So like I said, just didn't stop on one aspect. Just more ideas came, to life each and every day. When we did an interview on the news for our Christmas tree, I mentioned the tree stood for, the light at the end of the tunnel. Ironically, it truly became that as we lit the rest of Main Street and the tree stood lit all year long. And we actually had the most successful weekend, for the majority of the businesses that basically have ever had. So the tree basically ended up being the light at the end of the tunnel. Resiliency was displayed throughout the year and ensures we will have another successful 2021. That being said, I'd like to congratulate Julie. Fabulous job this year. Congratulations. Looking forward to work with you again. Not only that, but, Chief Cundy, who I see on the call here, Captain Adam McAvoy, and Lieutenant Dave Marrow on their new promotions. Also, Mayor Manzo, Deputy Mayor Heim, and John, looking forward to another year with you guys as well.
Great. Thanks, Adam. Committeeman Williams, floor is yours, sir.
I just want to express how much of an honor it is to serve with Harrison Township Harrison Township community, especially with my fellow committee members. The year of 2020 and the COVID pandemic has brought about titanic changes for every facet of our lives. It's pushed us all to alter our lifestyles and everyday routines. As a member of this committee and as a resident, I cannot say enough how proud I am to see how this community and its leadership team has risen to the challenges of this pandemic. Mr. Mayor, you're always my mayor. I want to say thank you. You've been this committee's face and our voice. You've done nothing less than be a beacon for all of us. You've given us, you've given this township so much already, but in this pandemic, I truly, this comes from the heart that you've risen to new heights. It's truly an honor, sir, to stand and serve with you again in 2021. To my other committee members, it's been an honor as well serving with you. Donnie, Deputy Mayor, you're always, you're always the ultimate team player, and you're always ready and willing to help the team. Julie, congratulations. It was a tough one. It was a close one, but congratulations. It's awesome. You've worked so hard and you've done so much for Harrison Township. We're so fortunate to have the ability to serve with you again. Mr. Wingate, you're one heck of a committee member. You jumped in and you made one heck of an impact. Congratulations, sir, in a very tough year. We're really, really happy to serve with you. And I'm very happy to be returning again as my assigned committees. Every one of these, every board that I'm on, between recreation, historic preservation, Harrison Township, Historical Society and Public Property, and my love, Harrison Township School Board. Every one of these boards does so much for this township. And I'm so happy and fortunate to be here. I'm so happy to be moving ahead with all of you in the year of 2021.
Great. Thank you, John.
That's it.
Committeewoman De Laurentiis, floor is yours.
Good evening. Happy New Year. Tonight, I would like to congratulate our township community for the strength and, as Committeeman Wingate mentioned, resilience we have shown this past year. All of us are working together as a team, helping and supporting one another. We'll get through this time together with generosity, camaraderie, and kindness. And there are many township team members that I would like to thank this evening. First of all, my family and friends who are amazing. Also, my fellow committee members, Mayor Manzo, Deputy Mayor Heim, Committeemen Williams and Wingate. There are strong leaders, and I greatly appreciate working with them. It's an honor. I would like to thank our township employees, our police, fire, first responders. Their dedication to our community is outstanding. Thank you, everyone working in the medical field, battling COVID-19. You are the front line. Thank you to everyone working in education, the teachers, administrators, and support staffs of our schools. You are continually adapting to the changing pandemic environment while keeping the goals of quality education a constant. Thank you to all of our resilient business owners and all of the essential workers keeping business doors open and shelves stocked. Finally, I want to thank all of the people in our township who have come forward to help others in need and to help the township. Together, we are an incredible team, and we are the definition of Harrison Strong. And my last thought, as you know, tonight I was sworn into my second term of office. I want to say that I'm honored to continue to serve our residents and to be a steward of the township. Thank you all very much.
Thanks, Julie. Deputy Mayor
Thank you,
Heim,
Mayor.
unmute yourself and the floor is yours.
Thank you, sir. Good evening, everyone. To follow up on what Committeeman Wingate said, if he would have asked me 12 years ago where I thought I would be 12 years from my initial swearing in, I never would have said on a Zoom meeting.
You never would have said it in any meeting, actually, at this point.
You're right. You're absolutely right, sir. Some people outstay their welcome.
Yeah,
But
we do.
as I enter my 12th year of being on this very special team, being part of this very special team in this very special town, in what has been the most incredible of years. And by incredible, I don't mean great. We'll go the other way, but great can come from the downside of incredible. Being part of this team for the last 12 years, it all starts at the top. It all starts a little north of here in Trenton. It all starts with how we can relate and establish our relationship with the state. And that relationship immediately goes to the Senate President. Mr. Sweeney, thank you so much for your mentorship, your friendship to the community, and your leadership to our community over these many years. It's been an honor to serve our community with the direction that we get from Trent. So thank you very much, sir. To our town, our employees who have persevered through this year, continue to work and keep the town together. They've gone above and beyond in doing their duty and fulfilling their commitment to the town and completing their job and their tasks. And we'd like to thank each and every one of them. We deal with everyone. We deal a little more intimately with other people of the town. But everyone gets the same thank you. I want to wish good health and a speedy recovery to our clerk, Diane Malloy. Thank her for all she does for us all year, and hope that she is back and better and working with us again very soon. Deneen, thank you for filling in for Mom incredibly. Every time that we need you, you step up and you take it. And Lawrence, thank you for what you do for the town. Mark and Dennis in our township administration staff, you guys kind of run the show. You turn the wheel. We usually create the squeaks that inhibit the wheel, and you guys keep it greased and keep it working. And thank you very much. To everyone in all our committees, thank you very much for your time and being a volunteer to what is without a doubt the most incredible town in South Jersey. No disrespect to West Deptford, sir.
Or Camden.
Our public works keeps the town beautiful, keeps the town running, keeps our parks pleasant. Thank you to our public works, our sewer treatment facility, to Mike Gonserkifis, to our police department, to our outgoing command staff who has led us for the last 10 years, Chief Mills and Captain Bartholomew. Thank you so much for what you have done in the evolution of one of the finest departments in all of New Jersey. To our new command staff, headed by Chief Cundy and Captain McAvoy and Lieutenant Mara. Welcome. You've all been part of the program for many years now, and the transition will be seamless. And the evolution will continue, and we will go on as one of the greatest towns because of the commitment that we see from our police department and our fire department. We have two wonderful township volunteer fire departments with Harmony and Ewan here in town. And I've been lucky enough to be the liaison to the fire commission over the last 12 years. It's been an honor to serve alongside of those men and women. And the mayor and I had an opportunity a few weeks ago to go to one of their training sessions down in Salem County. And it was a controlled environment. And even in a controlled environment, we saw what these fearless people face on a daily basis. We can't thank you enough for what you do to protect us, but not only to serve us in helping out with all our township events, the Christmas tree lighting and Harrison Township Day and every other event that we have. Thank you very much. To our township committee, the men and women that I serve alongside. I've seen many committee people come and go over my last 12 years. All fantastic, wonderful people, servants to the community. Tireless effort to the community, always putting the town first. It was an honor and a pleasure to serve with each and every one of them. Just as it is now, as I mentioned last year, to serve with the committee that we have put together now, the evolution of Township Committee here in Harrison. The mayor and I have been here for 12 years, in and out, always doing whatever is best, and Adam for the last year. And the evolution of the Township Committee, just when you think you sit on the greatest Township Committee, the four people who I serve with show me how better we always are. That starts at the top as well. Mayor, I call you America's mayor. You, without a doubt, it's a tongue-in-cheek title that I've given you, but it really is very true. You are without a doubt the finest mayor in all of New Jersey, maybe in all of the country. It is our honor and pleasure to serve alongside of you and to serve at the pleasure of the mayor, as we always do. It all starts there. You don't get nearly enough of the credit that you deserve for the wonderful place that has become Harrison Township. The last year, I'll be very brief in this amount. I don't want to be compared to our wonderful mayor in my loquaciousness here tonight. This year has been a trying year for everyone. Some more than others, but all certainly trying. We've had our pitfalls, professionally, personally, as a community. It all has hit us in our own way. We've all reacted to it in our own way. And the county, the township, total reacted in a way that is so inspiring. It came together. It provided unity. It says it takes a village, and we are quite a village here. And our village certainly came together this year. You see it every year, but this year you saw it even more. From our schools to our recreational groups to our businesses, to our churches, everyone came together in their own way and as a community for the betterment of the town. And I think in some ways we're all better for it, even in the midst of this pandemic, which has been so trying. My wish for everyone tonight is to take that better. Take what is personal to you better. Take what collectively we have garnered as better. Hold on to it, embrace it, and use it to go forward, to continue to be better personally, continue to be better as a community, to be better as a town. Hold on to that better. Carry it with us into the new year as we come out of the pandemic and we grow stronger and we become better than we ever can be. It is an honor and a pleasure to serve the community for the last 12 years. It has been a shining moment in my life. I hope that I have been able to provide a sense of service and duty to the people that we get the opportunity to serve. I thank everyone in our town. I thank our committee, and thank everyone who was on our call tonight for putting up with my extended speech. But thank you very much.
Well said. It's funny that I think every township, every town, and every borough, everywhere, at their reorg meeting, it's the one time that for sure they all get the license to be able to say, we're the best at this, we're the best at that, best mayor, best town. Yeah, we all feel that way, and I'm sure that other towns feel the same way. I want to start my comments by saying the obvious, which is that I am both humbled and honored to be chosen by my fellow committee members to be your mayor once again for the coming year. I think that those on the inside, and I mean everybody that's on our boards and commissions that we interact with all the time, and our employees have a greater understanding of this, and a lot of residents do too that interact with us a lot. Understand that what I'm about to say is true, that I know that I feel blessed to have this contingent of people around us, including all of our employees. But when it comes to the committee members, look, the Senate president, now it would be about 13 years ago, Steve, when, our paths first crossed and we were thrown together by the picture that's behind him on the wall, which was that bypass. It was literally a line on a map in 2007 as I became the mayor in the beginning of 2008, and our lives were thrown together in a way that now in hindsight, was kind of fate because of what now the relationship is between myself and therefore our committee and our town with him and his leadership. But he said something to me in the first meeting, and you've heard me say this before, Steve, that has always stuck with me. Being a new member of township committee, never an elected official, never involved or engaged in politics, certainly, he said to me words along the lines of, after all of the politicking is done and after the campaigns are over and the election is over, it's not about politics anymore. It's about governing. And all the people want you to do once that's over with, they want you to do one thing and one thing only, and that's to get things done. You may remember that or you may not, Steve, but it's always stuck with me that whatever we're doing, it's about trying to get something substantial and noticeable done, whatever it is. And I think that that's been, again, we feel blessed because we have a contingent of 5 members where circumstances and our philosophies, our mentalities have given us the ability to completely set aside pretty much everything else, and certainly politics, and make this, Harrison first mentality that, again, Steve put in my head several years ago, that then became actually, kind of, a mantra of putting Harrison first. And we do that well. We work in our silos individually, our 5 members. We all have our different responsibilities. You've heard some of it talked about tonight, the different committees and assignments. And we excel at that, and we kind of bring it together. And we really do, as the Senate president mentioned, coming into 2020, we have so many things happening in this town that kind of froze because of the COVID freeze. But the reality is, in these recent months, as things started to crystallize and we can kind of see that light at the end of the tunnel, even though there's a lot to work through on the medical front and with the vaccine and still adhering to all the protocols, we can see that light. And there has been a resurgence of all of the things that probably would have happened in the last year come to fruition. And I talked about this in a video that we put out last week on some of the projects for 2021. I'm not going to belabor the point, but there are several projects, many of them major, that are getting ready to now move forward for 2021. And we are at the point where in Harrison, we are kind of, I won't call it defending, but fending off certain suitors coming in that we're being very careful to balance, the charm and integrity of our town and what that means to everybody with that, tax rateable chase. But we're not surrendering to that and making sure that whatever we bring to town as far as a business is going to be complementary to this place that we already live in, that we all love so much. So I thank the Senate president, our other representatives in Trenton for the help that they have provided over the last, decade and a half. Whenever we needed it, all I have to do is pick up the phone, shoot a text. And if there's something that can be done to help us, it happens. We all know that. And we do feel kind of special in that sense. And part of it is because we consider ourselves, the jewel of Gloucester County, but we've been made partially the jewel of Gloucester County because of people like Steve Sweeney and Nilsa Cruz Perez and Bill Moen and Bill Spearman, our representatives in Trenton, and all of now with our county commissioners, no longer freeholders. The relationships there are solid and important. And I know that that doesn't exist everywhere. So we're blessed to have that as part of what our makeup is. 2020 is in our rearview mirror, but we have so many lessons that we will bring forward. And as the deputy mayor said, you can't reference 2020 without some of the incredible, not necessarily good, but incredible things that happened, pivoting off of COVID and with our community stepping up every way you looked. Everyone has said it earlier. I'm not going to reiterate that, but I saw that happen and I was overwhelmed with the response and the community feeling that existed and only became stronger, and that Harrison Strong mantra was born. Looking forward, like I said, we have all of these projects that will be coming before us in these coming months, and we're excited about that. There are several that I didn't talk about that are even more mind-blowing, that if they potentially happen, are going to have a big impact on the region, not only just our town, but the entire region, and we're excited about all of those things. I can't, make a comment tonight without commenting on, as others have, on our employees in Harrison Township, who this year, took it to a whole different level. We do have kind of a family atmosphere and mindset. We're a small group, and they continually tell us, especially Dennis Chambers, how short-staffed we are. But that's because we're very frugal in our budgets as far as hiring people, but they get it done. And this year, getting it done, all the services being maintained in the manner in which they had to be done, incredible. Our police department, that transition, as the deputy mayor and others have made reference to, of outgoing, almost decade-long leadership of our current chief and captain to now those that are in the leadership position as of just, now a couple of days ago, we have, Chief Cundy on the line and Captain Adam McAvoy and Lieutenant Dave Marrow, as Deputy Mayor had said, they've been part of this story for the last, multiple years, all of them with, 15, 20 years or more in our system. They are part of what we are. They will now, take this wonderful police department that we have to a different level. We're excited to work with them on that. These are interesting and trying times when it comes to law enforcement. Again, we won't reiterate all of what is the obvious, but it has been the philosophy of our department and continues with this leadership team, as we've discussed in the transition, even in the interviews earlier this year, about how important it is. Every one of them, as they interviewed for the chief's position, talked about the need and their objective and their intention to have better community connections and, community involvement. At the heels of this meeting, we are having another meeting briefly after this, our first work session of the year. We're going to introduce an ordinance that creates a new board completely rooted in that philosophy called the IDEA Board. It stands for Inclusion, Diversity, Equity Advisory Board, so that we can deal with issues that come up, some of which are top of mind as we speak, but there will be others in the future. This is the mindset of the people that run our police department and the different departments in our committee right now, to make sure that we have this kind of enjoining of what people have to say, so we can hear it, they can be heard. And it's not just, here or there. It's creating an actual board that is meant to do that, that will always be the place and, breeding ground, if you will, for those conversations. We're excited about that. And our PD leadership is, intimately involved with that and going to be a big part of that. So I close by saying thank you to everybody that's on this Zoom meeting right now, which now we're so comfortable with. Amazing. We didn't even know what it was a year ago, at different levels, from Trenton to Woodbury, and our leadership with the county, locally, all of our boards and commission members, our PD, all of the leadership of our departments. We thank you for everything you do to make us who we are. I'm a big Sinatra fan. Grew up with Sinatra in my house and continue to love Frank Sinatra music. One of his songs is, I think, kind of a great mentality for what the future holds at all times, but especially right now. It's actually the last song, little tidbit, the last song he ever sang in public, and it's also inscribed on his tomb. And it's fitting because it applies here. It's the best is yet to come. And for Harrison Township, for us as boards, commissions, individuals, the best is certainly yet to come. And we are excited and poised to embrace that mentality. Wish everybody a happy new year. And thank you for listening. And we will move on. Thank everybody for coming. Those that want to drop off now after having to listen to me pontificate can clearly do so. Senate President, thank you so much for being here. I'll see you soon. Appreciate your coming tonight. Thank you.